Yeah, Uber Eats, man. All right, President Trump taking another aim at the media in Florida last night.
They took this fraudster from ABC. They suspended him for a month. And then CNN apologized just a little while ago. They apologized. Oh, thank you, CNN. Thank you so much.
More of that famous President Trump sarcasm. This after CNN was forced to backpedal on a story about the Trump team.
That's right. Joining us now with their unique take on all of this, social media stars and Trump supporters, Diamond and Silk. Good morning to you both, and Merry Christmas. Thanks for being here. The specifics on this story of CNN, who the president is going after on Twitter this morning as well, in addition to the podium, is they reported that Trump campaign officials received an email from an unknown sender on September 4th that linked to unreleased Wikipedia or WikiLeaks documents. Well, they forgot a 1. They should have had a 1 in there instead of a 0, because they actually got that email on September 14th, one day after those WikiLeaks had been already released publicly. So what looked like collusion was actually 10 days early and fake news. What do you make of this?
Well, you know what? CNN is starting to look like a puppet show. They sit on their platform like stage puppets and spread lies.
That's right.
That's why we call them the very fake news. Now, whoever put this story out, they need to be fired. And CNN need to understand, as a news organization, you are supposed to speak the news, report the news, but not be the news.
That's right.
Let me ask you guys, now we've got not just CNN, but we've got ABC, and there's some other stories with relating to a Deutsche Bank account, but we have multiple incidences now, Diamond and Silk, on the biggest story of the year, the Russia probe. I've been hammering it all morning. For folks like yourself out in America, what does it say about their trust in the media?
Listen, we don't trust the media.
That's right.
We know that they're trying to feed us a narrative so that they can win in 2020, and it's not going to work. We don't need them feeding us or spoon feeding us anything. We can think for our own self, and we see the bias, and we don't like it as Americans.
That's right.
Also, ladies, John Lewis, a civil rights icon, of course, he's refusing to attend the opening of the Civil Rights Museum down in Mississippi today because President Trump will be there. Ladies, what is your take on that? And specifically, let me ask you, although he won't be there, do you believe that John Lewis has earned the right to handle this situation as he sees fit?
Listen, I believe John Lewis, who's supposed to be a civil rights icon, who was against segregation, is now segregating this president. Who was against discrimination is now discriminating against this president, which is wrong. I think that John Lewis' mindset is back in the 60s. This is 2017. We already can drink out of the same water fountain, eat at the same water fountain, eat at the same lunch counter. Now it's time for us to come to the table together, hand in hand, and solve problems. And if John Lewis can't do that, what he needs to do is go home somewhere and sit down, pass the torch to somebody that's willing to come to the table so we can move this country forward hand in hand.
And also recognize that Martin Luther King had a dream. It's time for us to wake up from the dream and start fulfilling that dream. There's so many people that's still stuck in that dream, and that's why they're still running around here talking about we shall overcome, and don't realize we've already done overcame, and now it's time for us as American people to come up.
That's right.
Now, ladies, let me ask you, you did reference, at least one of you said that he was a supposed civil rights icon. Is there a dispute there from your lens as to whether John Lewis...
No, he's a civil rights icon.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, let me clarify. He's a civil rights icon, but what really gets me is that they're still fighting. These older icons, civil rights leaders, are still fighting a fight from the 60s. We done overcame that. This is 2017. Let's move this country forward, and if we have a president that wants to make this place great again for all people, then let's help him do it.
That's right.
Well, no, your passion is understood, because when people won't even come to the table, whether it's Chuck and Nancy or not attending the inauguration, how can you have a conversation? How can you heal when you're not even in the conversation?
That's right. You can't deal listen, you can't heal if you can't deal.
Well, that's why I'm so happy. I'm so happy that the widow of late Medgar Evers is going to be there, because she wants to talk about to President Trump and the rest of the, his administration about what they're doing on the civil rights issue. That'll be good.
Yeah. Diamond and Silk laying it out. Thanks, guys. As always, you boil it right down and give us the pulse of what's happening out there. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
You got it.
All right, still ahead, a group of conservative students stands up for the flag after their fellow classmates protest, but now